Commissioner Ambach joined a coalition of New York State legislators and professional associations to issue a report outlining proposed legislative and administrative reforms to streamline procedures to investigate and prosecute allegations of unprofessional conduct in the state's licensed professions. The following excerpt from the news conference was broadcast by WRGB Schenectady on May 27, 1980.
A coalition of New York State legislators and professional associations today unveiled a series of legislative reforms aimed at improving the disciplinary procedures against licensed professionals. That group includes such diverse occupations as masseuses and doctors, all of whom must be licensed by the state. More on the proposed reforms now from Mark Karras.
There are currently almost 500,000 licensed professionals operating in New York, and like other occupations, there is sometimes a bad apple in the group. When complaints about an individual practitioner surface, they are referred to the state education or health departments for investigation. At a news conference today, officials released a report indicating that the number of complaints has ballooned to about 15,000 annually, resulting in numerous problems and adversely affecting the enforcement of professional standards on individual practitioners.
I think that the shortcomings are well outlined in this report. I would capsule them by way of indicating a problem of time, of backlog, length of time in which it takes for an investigation to take place, through the prosecution and final determination by the Board of Regents. And during that period of time, of course, always the danger, the difficulty that a person who shouldn't be practicing might continue to be practicing.
The report released today recommends a general streamlining of the discipline procedures, allowing the education and health departments to prosecute as well as investigate cases, thereby saving time. In addition, new procedures would be established to handle minor complaints, which can now take up to 5 years to be resolved.
For violations which are not substantial, there should be a diversion to a peer committee which can assess a small monetary penalty or hand out a censure and reprimand for the first or infrequent violator.
State legislators who unveiled the reform package today were flanked by representatives of about 30 professional societies, groups which argue that the proposed reforms would clear up complaints quicker and as a result weed out the bad apples who may give their professions a poor public image. The leaders in both houses of the state legislature support reforms in the professional discipline area. So with these lawmakers and these other groups supporting the measures, it would seem that their approval is certain. Right? Wrong. Enactment of the measures would cost state taxpayers about $2 million a year, and the majority of state lawmakers say that the state just cannot afford it. Mark Karras, News Center 6, Capitol Hill.